guys, YouTube land, how's it going? So, 2-week update for Trim Healthy Mama. So just a disclaimer, if you are clicking on this to watch eBay videos, it's not about eBay. So you can go check out my other videos out if you're interested in eBay. Okay, on that, I will start. Sorry, I'm getting this up a couple days late. Monday was a holiday. Kids were all home from school. I worked a really long weekend at the hospital. And yesterday I just was out doing a ton of stuff. So anyway, and even now, I have to leave in like 15 minutes to go get kids. And so I wanted to give you guys an update, and hopefully this won't take too long. It was a good week. I was not hungry. That is probably one of the best things about Trim Healthy Mama. You eat when you're hungry, and I'm finding that I'm actually like checking my watch going, oh my gosh, it's 2 o'clock. I need to eat something because that's not good. So I did not cheat. I didn't really even have a desire to. That is one thing that I noticed about getting back on plan, is that because I did it for such a long time, it really wasn't as difficult as I thought. And I enjoyed it. It wasn't like some horrible, like Jenny Craig, nasty frozen meals. It wasn't like a MetaFast where I hated the meals or like just shakes. I can't even stand the taste of most protein powders because it just brings back horrible memories of starving and being so hungry and drinking your shake, and then like half an hour later I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so hungry, but I can't eat for 3 hours. Those diets were so restrictive, and I feel so free on this eating plan because I plan my meals according to what fuel source I want, and then I stick with it. And if I want a snack, I can have one. And so I don't feel restricted, and because I don't feel restricted, I feel a freedom to eat, and I don't feel like the cravings like you would if you were on a restrictive diet, if that makes any sense. I know it does for those of you who have done those kind of diets. So I feel really good. And every morning I wake up, I'm feeling better. My stomach feels better. I have more energy. I'm sleeping better. That's one of the good things I've noticed over the last couple weeks. I'm sleeping better. I wake up feeling more refreshed. One of the negative side effects that I've noticed is that last week I noticed that my legs were cramping a little bit more, like my muscles would cramp. And I attribute that to, it's an electrolyte imbalance. And I attribute that mostly to the fact that I could survive solely on S meals, which is very, like, if you compare just eating S meals, which is your satisfactory meal, your fat intake is really high, and it's very similar to a ketogenic diet. And one of the main complications with a ketogenic diet is the electrolyte imbalance, because you're only using one source of fuel. So I really need to kind of start upping my e-meals, do a couple of those every other day or so, which is more of your healthy carbohydrates and healthy grains, and so that I also started taking a calcium magnesium supplement in the evening. That has helped significantly over the last couple days with any muscle cramps and all of that. So I'm not going to spend a ton of time going into it, but I will tell you my results. So my first week I lost 8 pounds, which was crazy. I didn't have any expectations going into week number 2. I know from experience that it can go either way. And with an 8-pound weight loss my first week, I don't really care. Like, if I don't lose any, I'm fine. Even if I gained a pound or 2, I still would not be like, oh, forget this. I'm not doing this diet. This isn't working. I know that any kind of lifestyle change takes time. So I got on the scale Monday morning and I was 170.6. And last Monday I was 171. So I lost 0.4 pounds, which I'm thrilled. It's less. I'm at 170. I'm almost into my 160s. Which is my comfortable weight. So I'm curious to see, when I started this eating plan the very first time, I was like 195. So it took me a while to get down to where I'm at right now. And to be back at that place within 2 weeks is kind of exciting, because I'm curious to see how much farther I can take my body this time and just continue on with that health track. So I want to keep doing updates, because my body, everybody's body is different. My body gets comfortable right around 160 to 165, and then I just plateau every time. And that's just where it sits, where it's happy, where it's comfortable. I've always had a very hard time getting below that. And probably even in high school, I think I weighed like 155. So I'm not that far off from being where I was even in high school many years ago. I'm not that young. So anyway, so I'm curious to see where it's going to go in the next few months, and I want to take you along with me. So some things that I ate this week that were really yummy. I made crispy salmon the other night, just wild-caught frozen salmon steaks, and I use brewer's yeast, nutritional yeast, on a lot of my foods. I love it. Swanson brand has the best, I think. The taste is so good. It's like butter. I put it on my eggs. I put it on pretty much everything. So I coated the bottom of the salmon with that and a little salt and pepper and a little Parmesan, and I fried them up. Everybody loved them. My kids loved it. And then I made brown rice for the kids with steamed green beans and butter. That was delicious. Today, actually, I just finished eating it, was smoked salmon cooked up with broccoli, some leftover steamed broccoli that I had, and 2 eggs with brewer's yeast and a little bit of cheese, and I'm absolutely stuffed, and I won't eat again till dinner. And I always start my mornings out with bulletproof coffee, and yeah, that's kind of, that's probably a lot. And then I made, I made bread today. I made some low carb bread that I found on Pinterest, and it turned out okay. I changed it up a little bit, had almond flour and coconut flour, and then I added a little bit of flax meal in it just for the fiber. And my girls tried it and they said it was fine. So I'm like, okay, great. Then we will keep going with this bread because it turned out really good. I really want to try to transition my family into doing the same thing. I've had a hard time doing that. So my kids, half of them like the no bake cookies and the other half do not, because half of them like coconut and the other half do not. So I got to try some different experiments. I just ordered some Lily's chocolate chips because I've heard great reviews on that. So I'll let you know what I think. And then, like I said, I'll try to do a weekly update for the first 4 weeks, and then I'll probably do a monthly update unless you guys want more. I also would like to do, because I love to cook, so I'd like to do some recipe reviews. If you guys are interested in that, let me know. Or I just might do them anyway and put them on. I don't really care. So anyway, okay, so that's in a nutshell. We're right at 8 minutes, perfect timing, down 0.4 pounds, and I'll let you guys know how next week goes, and have a great week. Bye, guys.